On the 10th of August 1945, the day after the plutonium bomb exploded over Nagasaki, British Prime Minister Clement Attlee established Gen 75, a cabinet committee charged with establishing Britain as a nuclear power. The world had changed. The obvious counter to an atomic bomb on London was an atomic bomb on the enemy capital. The race to create a credible British nuclear deterrent was underway, with no question over the means of delivery. Nazi Germany's V-2 rocket signposted the future, but Britain remained wedded to the strategic bomber. The national interest required a nuclear weapon system ready by the second half of the 1950s. The bomber was the UK's fastest route to an operational deterrent. There was a belief that missile technologies would not mature until the V-Force had been in service for some time. Yet, by the time this bomber fleet deployed in strength, ballistic missiles had taken center stage. During 1946, Air Staff Operational Requirement OR.229, specification B.35/46, called for a 4-engined bomber able to carry a 10,000-pound bomb at 500 knots at 55,000 feet. 3 types emerged: the advanced Vulcan and Victor, responses to B.35/46, and the more conventional Valiant, an interim type, a response to a separate operational requirement, OR.231. The decision to build all 3, creating the V-Force, or more formally the Medium Bomber Force, MBF, echoed the wartime decision to build the Stirling, Halifax and Lancaster 4-engined bombers. During 1953, Air Chief Marshal Sir Ronald Ivelaw Chapman, Vice Chief of the Air Staff, VCAS, minuted the Secretary of State for Air, stressing MBF significance and adding, "For deterrence, the biggest force we can afford is the least we should provide." Later, he added, "One thing that is clear is the overriding importance of the MBF. In peace, it is the force which can provide the necessary power behind our voice in international affairs, and in war, it is the one force with which we could strike a worthwhile blow against our enemies." What would that blow consist of? At the time, the priority was to reach out and destroy Soviet nuclear forces capable of striking the UK. A draft paper of 7th of July 1955 identified 103 Soviet bomber bases 750 to 1,500 nautical miles from the UK and posing a threat to Britain.